Welcome friends to the 2027 Hyundai Ioniq 9. These are going to be your official updates from Hyundai themselves regarding this electric 3-row SUV. And if you stay tuned until the end, I can share with you some resources to help you save money with your next new car purchase. All right, let's get started here. For 2027, the big update for the Ioniq 9, it's going to be the introduction of a Calligraphy Black Ink model. This is going to be your new top-of-the-line Ioniq 9 in the lineup. It's going to be available in the Abyss Black Pearl color, and like the name suggests, we're going to have plenty of blacked out exterior elements. So we have the black chrome front skid plate with the rear garnish, we have the gloss black roof rails, we have the black window moldings, the inner door handles, and the black front Hyundai emblem, and we also get the black 21-inch turbine design alloy wheels. Regarding the interior space, of course, this is building upon the fully loaded Calligraphy model, and much like the exterior, we get blacked out elements inside like the black interior aluminum trim, the black steering wheel. You do get the standard 6-passenger layout with the first and second row relaxation seats. We also get the power recline and ventilation. We have the eco suede headliner material. It's made from corn-derived sustainable fibers. Either way, I do appreciate the suede headlining material. It certainly does add a more premium touch to the cabin. And we even get heated third-row seats as well with the Ioniq 9 Calligraphy Black Ink. And this Black Ink model, it does feature the most powerful drivetrain option. We have the dual motor all-wheel drive setup with the 110.3 kilowatt-hour battery. We have your 422 horsepower and 516 pounds-feet of torque. Keep in mind the Calligraphy, it is not the only trim level to come with this more powerful output. You can also get the limited trim level and still get the same power. Anyway, we have here the 800 volt architecture. It does support the 350 kilowatt ultra fast DC fast charging, so you can charge from 10 to 80% in about 24 minutes under optimal conditions. That's not bad. We do have the native NACS port. And again, talking about more of the features on this Calligraphy Black Ink model, again, it's fully loaded. We have the 10-inch heads-up display, the 14-speaker Bose audio system, but also the limited trim level gets the Bose audio system as well. We do have the full display rear view mirror that's digital, so when you have the vehicle loaded up to the brim with items and you can't see out the back, you can flip over to that digital rear view mirror, which is a good feature to have. We also have the remote smart parking assist 2, the pano moonroof, we have the integrated front and rear dash cam. The rear is pretty cool. Haven't really seen any car makers offering the rear dash cam. And we do have the vehicle to load, or the V2L functionality. That's cool. And we have multiple 100-watt capable USB-C ports throughout all 3 rows. That's also very impressive. But at the end of the day, it's a blacked out Calligraphy. That's what this is. Nothing wrong with that. It looks really sharp when it's all blacked out. In fact, the rear end, it kind of reminds me of the current Cadillac Escalade. And the vehicle just looks more premium in these darker colors, but that's just my opinion. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. These Ioniq 9 vehicles, they are made in Georgia in the United States. And the 2027 Ioniq 9s, they should be arriving at dealerships this summer, but it's already August and not a single one has arrived on dealership lots as of yet. And we still don't know the official prices for the 2027 Ioniq 9. And again, the only update that we have is going to be in regard to this new Black Ink Calligraphy model. No other changes to note regarding the rest of the trim levels. And we do have the official spec sheet from Hyundai themselves as well. And I'll have all of this information on the screen for you to check out. That way you'll know everything there is to know regarding this 2027 Ioniq 9. I personally recommend going with the SEL trim level. In fact, when you do a nationwide search, we have just under 1,200 2026 Ioniq 9s available for sale throughout the entire country, and about half of them are the SEL model. SEL is good because it comes standard with the all-wheel drive. We still have here a pretty potent 303 horsepower, 446 pounds-feet of torque from the lithium-ion battery pack. All of the Ioniq 9s, they do utilize the 110.3 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery. It's just detuned for the SEL, but we have decent range at 320 miles for the SEL models. There's also a more entry-level rear-wheel drive with 215 horsepower, 258 pounds-feet of torque. That's got the best range of 335 miles, but I don't really recommend that. Then we have the Limited and the Calligraphy with 422 horsepower, 516 pounds-feet of torque. with 311 miles of range. I like the 20-inch wheels that the SEL comes with. I think they look sharp, limited in the calligraphies. They do come with the 21s. The power folding exterior mirrors, they come standard starting with the SEL models. SEL also gets the 360 camera, which I really appreciate. Nice to have when it comes to these 3-row larger SUVs. If you want a pano moonroof, you do have to step up to at least the limited trim level. The best seating surface that you're going to be getting, it's going to be the H-Tex trimmed seats. So even if you go with the calligraphy model, it's not going to come with the Napa leather seats like the Palisades. And the H-Tex seating, you get that starting with the SEL models and up. The base S and the SE, they both come with the cloth seats. Heated front seats come standard across the board. The ventilated seats in the front, that begins with the SEL model. If you like your music, again, the Bose audio system, it's only available with the limited and the calligraphy. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, that comes standard across the board, along with a wireless phone charger. SEL models and up, they get the true leather-wrapped steering wheel that's heated. So it's interesting that they don't provide us with the true leather seats, but they provide us with a leather-wrapped steering wheel starting with the SEL models and up. The S and the SE, they get leatherette-wrapped steering wheel. You do get the useful safety tech features as standard, like the blind spot monitoring and the rear cross traffic alert, standard across the board, along with many other safety tech features. You do have some good cargo capacity with the Ioniq 9. Even with the third row seats up, you do get 21.9 cubic feet of space. That is rather good. And with the third row seats folded down, you get 46.7 cubic feet of space. Very good. And as mentioned before, if you're going to be negotiating on one of these Ioniq 9s, of course the 2027 as of this recording, July of 2026, there are no 2027s available for sale in the country as of now. We have just under 1,200 2026s. SEL models are the most common. You can see the invoice price of a 2026 Ioniq 9 on websites like JD Power. Surprisingly, there is not a big delta between MSRP to invoice. It's always like that, I've noticed, with the Hyundai Kia vehicles. Even with the upper echelon, more expensive vehicles in their lineup, there's literally just hundreds of dollars in terms of the gap between MSRP to invoice. Now, of course, when a dealership sells a car, they're not just losing money if you sell the vehicle under invoice. They get holdback money, marketing money, etc. And they get thousands of dollars in this stuff. Usually the companies that have a tighter MSRP to invoice, they tend to have generous holdback money for sure. So I would definitely try to get below invoice. However, you'd be surprised, Hyundai dealerships are not really discounting these EVs like they used to. And I'm not just talking about the $7,500, incentives, because we do have a massive manufacturer incentive still with these Ioniq 9s, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. I'm talking about just the dealer discount. You should have been able to get 10% off the sticker price easily on an EV like this. So an SEL with a $68,700 MSRP, you should be getting like $6,800 off as a dealership discount, but that's not really the case anymore. Even a $2,000 to $4,000 discount off of a Ioniq 9 is exceptional, quite frankly. What a lot of these car makers have done is they have really cut down the production of the EVs after they realized that most people don't really want these things like that. And most people don't really understand leasing. Manufacturers simply cut the production and they're just milking the few people who genuinely want electric vehicles. People who actually like the electric cars. They're simply just gonna have to pay up a lot of money for these things now, unfortunately. Before there were deep dealer discounts and big manufacturer incentives. Now the dealer discount, it's lagging a bit. So if you got 4K off, you're doing pretty good. I would still be aggressive and just ask for 10% off, see what happens. You never know which dealership is actually going to play ball with you, but yeah, it's worth always starting out high. And also never pay the dealer add-ons or their nitrogen fees or their tin fees. Don't pay any of that nonsense. And if they force it onto you, just walk away, move on to the next dealership. Sadly, a lot of these Hyundai Kia dealerships, they do play that game where they have all the extra add-ons and they act like they can't take anything off. If you talk to a manager at that dealership and they're still not willing to take anything off, then just move on. But yeah, I just ran some lease numbers on AutoCompanion's free leasing calculator. This is a free tool that's available to the public. I'll have it linked in the description box below. Obviously, with electric cars, I still recommend leasing them because even though there's not huge, crazy dealer discounts going on, these things are still going to tank in value, of course, and you don't want to be caught holding on to this thing. So it's smart to lease so you have that set residual value to protect you from any negative equity. And that's the main benefit of leasing that you will never get with financing or paying cash. You will never be stuck with a devalued, rotting liability. And it's not just depreciation. Let's just say the vehicle gets into a little accident, somebody rear ends you or something, and it ends up on your Carfax and you have this devalued vehicle. That's not your problem. You have that set residual value that protects you. You can always just throw the keys back to the dealership and they have to deal with the negative equity, not you. But I did notice that on a 3-year lease, there is a $17,250 lease cash available. Yeah, so you got that incentive from Hyundai themselves, not to be confused with a dealer discount. I would still try to get at least 2 to 4K off and then stack this lease cash on top. So about 20K off, that would be amazing on this Ioniq 9. So $67,000, you get the dealer discount, you stack this lease cash, you're getting the vehicle for about $48,000. That's impressive. So let's say you're just adamant about paying cash for a vehicle, lease it first, get the lease cash, and then pay off the balance later, because you're never going to get this manufacturer incentive if you financed or paid cash from the beginning. So take advantage of that. Hopefully AutoCompanion's calculator can fix itself, but in the meantime you can use it to see the incentives for your local zip code. And also AutoCompanion does have a car buying service where they offer pre-negotiated deals on brands like Nissan, Mazda, Subaru, and more, about 10 to 12% off the MSRP as the dealer discount. The incentives are going to stack on top. Their partner dealerships are located in Washington, D.C. and in California. They do offer nationwide shipping. I've had 2 vehicles shipped, never had an issue, but you can also just pick up in D.C. or in California to save on that shipping cost. They do charge a concierge fee for these pre-negotiated deals. If you mention my channel, I will be compensated, but you'll also get $50 off of their fee, and I really appreciate them doing that for my audience. So I will have all of AutoCompanion's information and their free leasing calculator in the description box for you to check out. If you found value with this content, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.